Hey guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. How you guys doing? Welcome back to our channel. Wherever you are joining me from, welcome. How you guys doing? I hope you are well today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you've not yet done so. Thank you to all my returning subscribers. I just want to appreciate you for always being there for me, standing by me. And I truly, I don't think I say it enough, but I want each and every one of you to know and truly understand that I value your relationship. I value you following me on this platform. I value everything that we do here, all the conversations that we have. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. Sometimes, different conversation, different opinions, but I truly, really appreciate the opportunity that God has given me to be able to create this platform where we've had all these very educative, stimulating, challenging, sometimes very complex conversations. Wow. My journey on YouTube, when I think about it, I feel very emotional. It's been a very long journey, very long journey. And it's had ups and downs. Some days I feel like, okay, I can take on the world. And other days, I just feel so down and, not quite sure of what I'm doing. But all these years, you guys have been very consistent. You've had my hand. We've been through a lot together, from hacking my channel, losing this channel, starting it all over again. It's been, a hell of a journey. But will I do it all over again if I have to? Absolutely. Zero regrets. I mean, whenever I meet Obodo Farm, when I travel, the last one I went, whenever I have an opportunity to meet you guys one-on-one, for instance, the last time I met Obodo Farm on a very large scale was when I went to Houston, Texas, and back in 2024. I mean, when I hear the testimonies, how people tell me how this show has impacted their life, I feel so fulfilled. I feel like I am walking in my path, in my purpose, and everything just, I can't explain the feeling. Obodo Farm, this platform has been a very huge part of my life. So, for instance, when I was going to have my 50th birthday a few years ago, it's been 3 years now. Can you believe it? Yeah, 53, going 54. Ooh, but who is counting? We don't count. Age does not scare us. Yeah. What is important is purpose. It's the most important thing in this world. So, as I was saying, when I was going to do my 50th birthday 3 years ago, and I printed the invitation card, I put my name and I put Obodoyibo TV. And a friend of mine said, "Oh, why do you put Obodoyibo TV? That's not you. That's just your brand." I said, "No, I can't separate Obodoyibo TV from I am Obodoyibo TV. I live and breathe Obodoyibo TV." So, yeah. Thank you, guys. I just want to appreciate you, all of you that have been here from the beginning. Some have left, others join along the way. A journey of 1,000 miles starts in a day, and along the way, a lot of people will drop, others will join. So that's the journey we've had here. But I know it's all been love. It's all been love from me. And even when I don't get it right, my intentions are always very genuine. And advocacy is my calling, and particularly advocating for women. because we come from an environment where I grew up seeing women being discriminated against so much just because of their gender. Nobody chooses to be born a woman or a man. We are giving our gender without our permission, without our consent. It's just something that you are born into a particular gender. I'm not talking about these days where people can actually go and change their gender. Traditionally, you have no say about your gender. And I recall telling you guys the story about how when I was a young girl, and from a very, very early age, I noticed that the way I was raised was different from the way my brothers were raised. I looked around my environment, my cousins, our neighbors, and I noticed that girls were raised differently from boys. Boys had all the privileges. You know how we talk about white privilege? In African setting, particularly in Nigerian setting, boys have privilege. And that's why you see in some cultures across Nigeria, until you have a male child, people be saying, do you have a male child? A male child. A male child is something that is celebrated. So you can be a woman, you are born, your parents, have all these girls, but until a boy is born, they don't believe that they have a child, because they believe that culturally is the man that will, the name of the family, inheritance, and all that. So attitudes towards how boys and girls were raised traditionally, I did not agree with them from a very young age. I didn't see, for instance, any reason why I should be in the kitchen cooking for my brother, who's only a few years older than me, while he's out there playing football. We should both be in the kitchen cooking. But parents of my generation, I was born in the 70s, didn't see any reason why my brothers cannot just gallivant and do whatever they like, and I will be made to cook for them. And when they come home, I will still be made to serve them. They didn't see anything wrong with it, because he's a boy. I did not agree with that premise. As a very young age, I questioned it. And I recall thinking, if I can change my gender, I think I want to be a boy, because boys have more privileges. Why would I want to be a woman? What does it favor me as a Nigerian girl to be born a female in Nigeria? Let's look at it. Traditionally, in religious settings, everywhere you look at, it seems like men had all the privileges, boys had all the privileges. So I challenged the status quo. And I continue to challenge that same premise 40 years later. I've been very, very consistent in my beliefs. And it's not because I believe that one gender is better than the other. I know we are different. Men and women are different, right? But I believe that one gender should not be privileged, so much privilege, and given so much leeway, even in the upbringing, social responsibilities, family responsibilities in the home front, and why the other gender should be treated differently. I thought there was no equilibrium in that. I thought there was inequalities in that. And when you think along the lines that I think in what I'm expressing now, people call you feminist. They say you are a feminist. It's because you don't like men. It's not even about sexual orientation. It's just about equality, especially when it comes to raising your children and roles, gender roles. So Obodoyibo TV has been a journey. It's been a labor of love. Yes. Have I felt frustrated along the way? Oh, yes, absolutely. Many people on this platform will tell you sometimes, Uncle Beno will check on me, or La will check on me, Auntie B, we're not seeing you, what's happening, but and Cynthia has been there holding my hand all these years. So many of you that, I mean, you know yourselves. I see you all, I love you all, I appreciate you all. And so last year, I started thinking about writing a book. I did mention it amongst my bucket list last year. I wanted to write 2 books. But again, because I always have so much going on, I'm this woman that's, my to-do list is endless. Every year I have things I want to do, goals. I set goals for myself, and my goals are always very, very, there are so many that sometimes I can't meet up. But it's okay. Yeah, we start all over again the next year. We carry over. I used to carry over some course if you fail. I don't see it as a failure. It's just, not having the capacity or the time or the energy to be able to do some of those things. So yeah, we move. So the dream of writing this book, I've mentioned it many times to people that are close to me. I've mentioned it on Obodo TV as well. It's been something burning in my heart since 2024. And I am so glad to tell you guys, because I know you've seen it now. It's been on my Instagram, on the WhatsApp groups, and everybody has, been dropping comments. Yeah, it's live. Imported Wives. Yeah. Our book is live, guys. Yeah, it's live. We started on this journey, and it seems like it was never going to happen, but it is here. I can't believe I have this book in my hands, and it's about 206 pages. Yeah, 10 chapters, 206 pages. This is not a book review, by the way. We're still going to do launching. This is just a pre-launch, video to appreciate you guys. I only posted it today. I shared it today, and Instagram has been on fire, Facebook has been on fire. Not Facebook, what am I saying? YouTube has been so many comments, people congratulating me. Together we rise. Yes. And we rise by lifting one another up. What I'm really, really passionate about as a human being in my core is equality for women. I want to see a society, an African society, a Nigerian society where women are not being discriminated against because of their gender. I want to see more representation of women in politics. I want to see more women, in businesses, being CEO, MD, COO, name it. I want women to have the same opportunities in education, every area of life as men. Because at the end of the day, they say when you educate a girl child, you educate a nation. We still have a lot of work to do in Nigeria when it comes to inclusion of women, because we all know, look at the National Assembly, for instance, 104 senators, or only 4 of them are female, and one of them has been on suspension now for God knows. I don't know if she's ever going to come back again. Whereas other countries in Africa have grown, advanced more. I want to see women being able to have more power, both economically and in the marketplace. I want to see women being able to come to their own. I don't want a girl child to feel like she's less just because of her gender. I want her to feel that whatever my brothers can do, I can do them, and I will do them. I don't want women in 2025, a girl child, to be told that all you are good for is being a wife, being a mother, having children, nursing children, and, domestically, those roles. Yes, we can do that, but there's so much more. We have the capacity for so much more. And so, the story of Imported Wives, we are going to do a book review. We're going to do a book launch. This is just a quick introduction, if I may call it that. Just to tell you that your girl is an author now. You can order it from Amazon. It's on Amazon everywhere you are. It's called Imported Wives, The Untold Story of Diaspora Abroad Marriages. It's 10 stories, and you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. And these are real life stories. They are real life situations in the book. Yeah, so let's continue to advocate for what is right. I know for some brothers, they struggle when it comes to talking about issues that affect women. They see it as a gender war. And some women as well. We know that women are also gatekeepers for patriarchy and everything, male dominance, and But let us continue to have those conversations. Let us continue to have equal rights, mutual respect, mutual support. If you are a parent, don't treat your sons better because they are boys than your girls. Don't show preference to one child because of their gender. Don't show preference at all. In the place of work, there is discrimination as well to women. There are statistics that shows that the same job that a man and a woman are doing, men will earn higher, maybe 2 or 3 times higher than a woman in that role. Why is it fair? You know it's not fair. But some people will not challenge it because how will I challenge something that favors me? After all, it's none of my business. But only when it comes to the children, when some men now, when it comes to their daughters, oh, they're not going to have it. Oh, do we want to go and talk about marriages, Nigeria and African marriages, and the perceived role, the gender roles in marriages? Oh my God, we know the expectation. How women in Nigeria and across Africa are usually bullied into these unrealistic expectations about the Proverb 20. This Proverb 21 woman. I saw a pastor that said it the other day that thing is not real. Because again, you can ask, we talk about the Proverb 21 woman. Where's the Proverb 21 man? Again, we know that those who wrote the Bible are traditionally men and women in a very in the culture that it came from. Again, there was dominance in gender roles. Men were at the top, women were under. So let us continue to treat each other with love and respect. Nobody's less because they're a man. Nobody's less because they're a woman. We are all born by God, gifted by God equally. Only Christians within the bounds of marriage believe in submission and hierarchy in terms of the husband being the head of the family and all that. I don't think the average Nigerian woman challenges that when they are married. But do you know that in Nigeria, some boys feel like because they are boys, that they are superior to all women? Just because they have a different genitalia. They feel like, oh, now I'm superior to you. That's why you hear things like, obìnrin lásán lásán. Yeah. Imported wives will blow you away. We're going to do a launch. We're going to do a book launch. I hope you were able to attend. All those of you that have been sending me messages saying that you want a signed copy, just let me know. Drop me a message either on WhatsApp or send me a DM. I already have some copies. I can post you one and sign it for you. But if you want to buy it off Amazon, it's there. It's called Imported Wives, The Untold Stories of Abroad Marriage. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I hope you will attend the book launch. And please do remember to leave me a review. If you've read the book, if you've ordered the book, you've read it, do leave me a review on Amazon and also share the review with me so we can post it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate people that can do video reviews, like you read the book and you do a quick video, 1 minute, 2 minute video, and just share it with me. Thank you so much. I do not take your love and support for granted. Your support over the years has been so important, and you are my backbone. Because of you that I'm here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, and we'll speak soon. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely afternoon. Get Imported Wives is on Amazon everywhere. Speak soon. Bye, guys. Love you guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye. Bye-bye. Please subscribe. Remember to subscribe. One love. Share this video.